Get Money Sports Show, what up? It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. 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 TKO, let's go. The Sheriff in here, let's go. The Hawk in here, you ready? King Coop in here, you ready? D-Minus DC, you ready? We about to talk sports, you ready? You know TKO Pro, Russell Love better ask the Sheriff about them Colts. Ask DC about the Braves. B-Fam, it's a whole new wave. Real men, we ain't never been whiners. King Kunta gon' rap the Niners. Straight talk, you don't hear no slurs. D-Minus gon' rap the Spurs. Ask Hawk about the Seahawks, but ask him all about anything. Going hard like it's all a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go. It's the Get Money Sports Show, let's go.
You know the coolest part about our new intro? When we bring people on that were on in the past, watching their faces in the green room as we grow, as I'm gonna bring my guest in and let him tell you. Scary Terry, we go in places. We go in places, ain't we?
Yeah, no. Y'all taking it to a whole nother level.
I'm just keeping it real. That song was made by, his name is 2 Dot. He works under I'm not gonna go that far. We'll just say check out 2 Dot when he comes on the show. He works for a professional rapping company on the West Coast. And I'm talking my days. Anyways, welcome my guest, Scary Terry. He is a Detroit Lions fan for sure. What's up, brother?
Man, what's going on, DC, man? How's it going?
Man, it's going good. And there'll be no HR today. Thank God for that, right, King Kunta?
Hell yeah, you damn right.
King Kunta under the logo. Not going to cause no problems today. But remember, the Hawk is always watching. What's up, Hawk?
What's going on? I'm always watching, not for snitching purposes, just to keep my facts straight. Just always remember that.
See that, Kunta? Now, if something happens and somehow D-Minus finds out, it's not stitching. He's keeping his facts straight.
That's the new word. That's the new definition.
No.
Taking accurate notes. Taking accurate notes. That's the new way of snitching.
No, because what it is, I'm in. A couple months ago, I'm in Thailand, and DC's trying to switch up on us and say, I'm seeing who's watching because I got a surprise coming for next week's show. I knew I was going to be on next week's show, and I need to stay prepared. That's all it is. And then also what it is if DC does something to you and then we get to next week's show and he tries to switch up and lie, I can be like, nah, bro, I was watching. I remember exactly how it went down. It's to keep the playing field fair and even. That's all it is.
So in your case, snitching is a good thing and a bad thing all in one, right? You can use them so I see what it is. Okay, you're a two-way snitching. Okay.
He's an equal opportunity information giver.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. I like that corporate answer. That's a great corporate answer.
Right. And then down there, not last but not least, you got TKO. TKO, if we put these two in the ring, what's happening? You got the guy following the facts, and you got the guy trying to get around all the loopholes. How does that match go down?
Well, you got the Hawk here being the baby face, the Cody Rhodes of the situation.
100%.
You got Kunta over here being a little bit of John Cena. He's telling you the truth. You just don't believe him, but he's telling you the truth. So yeah, man, I think y'all got pretty good. And I think it's my man Terry. He thinks CM Punk on the side because he together. He gonna find a way to get in there.
I like that.
If y'all don't know, watch the Knockout Hour Mondays. Every Monday at 7:00. TKO is definitely the wrestling pro here. Not just because he is a wrestler, but he's into shit. He's into shit. He can make a story happen off of just a little information. Remind you, this segment is brought to you by Gatorade. When you give everything, Gatorade gives back. Terry, did you just hear me? Gatorade gives back. Pick up a Gatorade on the way to bowling. I don't care if you like it or not. It's gonna give back. I don't know what it's gonna give back, but it's gonna give you something back. I promise. But I'll tell you what you can't get back. When you're at the summer league and there's a tip-off and you're into the court and your man tips you the ball and you do this. Let's watch that one more. Let's watch that one more time.
Experience. He started playing against professional.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And if y'all want to look up number 41, I wasn't about to go shaming nobody's name, but let's start off with our guests. You're the coach. If you saw the score, it was 50-49. You were down because I saw the 50 move. Your man tips it to you clearly. You turn around, make a basket, and your own go. How do you coach that?
Timeout. Timeout. Bench. You coming straight to the bench, bro. You out the game. It's over. It's over. I'm never putting you back in, bro. Your career is done. I'm sorry. Wrong basket, bro.
I'm just saying, I showed it last night on the Laugh Out Loud Sports, and he said, you know how I like that substitution thing? He says as soon as that happens, that substitution bell has got to ring.
100%. 100%.
So funny, so funny, so funny. Summer League. Is anyone enjoying? Does anybody have a flash of the Summer League that they like to share?
No, I mean, I did see that clip though. Old boy really wanted to score bad, so that was all in his mind. Like, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Oh shit, I fucked it up. You know, it was one of those moments. He really wanted to be the hero of that game, but you know.
I went and looked up the number. The bad part about it was I don't want to say his name because you never know, man. He had a bad day. He only had 4 points. And the bad part is, if you score in your own goal, Hawk, why does it count? Why does it count in your line? Like he was 2 for 7.
It should be negative. It should be -2.
It should.
So, in my mind, if you say dude had 4 points and I knew that he had scored that basket right there, I would have been like, oh, so he really had 6, but he cost himself 2 because he scored on the wrong basket. That's what I would have. That's how I look at it, because I'm like, bro, I'm like Scary Terry. We calling a timeout, and I'm not saying you're never going to play again, but your head is clearly not in the right place. So let's sit down for a minute. Why don't you go drink some of that Gatorade over there, and let's see what's going on, because we need to get someone in the game who at least knows the direction that the offense is going, because you're going the opposite direction, whatever you got going on.
And TKO, in your sport, mistakes happen, and you can cover them up. How would you cover up something like this in the ring?
I mean, so in this case, if you're going to say in the ring concept, for me, you just sit there and in this case, let's see. You would have to sit there at least find a way to be the aggressor to try to cover up the mistake, because of course now the crowd's going to give you the business because they've seen it. So now you got to find a way not unseen it, which again now not do too much, but just take control of what's going on. But I would say this though, at least nobody watches Summer League besides TikTok or Instagram at this point, because realistically, I don't watch NBA until around playoff time. They don't take it serious. I don't take it serious. So this kid right here, whoever this kid was, he's not gonna be getting no real playing time. So it's like, this is as far as you probably gonna go this season. So that's good for him, because at least you got a highlight.
I would just say, if you're gonna play NBA basketball, you make it to the Summer League, don't fuck up there. Now, you can fuck up in college, you can fuck up in the pros. Just think, like, the Summer League is your last chance to show that you got what is going on, and you're not going to stay in G League for the rest of your life, Mr. Bronny James. But you know how it goes, anyways. We're going to go to D-Minus' story here. Say that again. What? Did you hear a stab? I didn't hear a stab.
I'm looking at like how like Kunta and Terry, like, y'all at the same house right now, brother. Like,
Yeah.
Now you see,
we had the same contractor come build our house, so we got the same floor plans.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
They got one of those 2 for 1 discounts.
Yeah, yeah.
You get the piano buy one get one 50% off, or
No, that came with the deal. When you build a house, you can opt out. You can opt in to get the free piano. You know, it comes with that.
oh,
It's like
okay,
one of those
okay,
incentives, or upgrade incentive.
Yep.
oh
Yep.
yeah, okay.
You see, I hope all our listeners are listening right now. How fast Kuta made up that story.
Yeah, that was great.
Yes.
I just say it.
Yes.
It
That was
was.
great.
He is so quick on his feet when things are fucking up. That's why he's my friend. I hang out with him all the time. If something goes down, Kuta is a speaker, 100%, no doubt about it, 100%. He's going to make something that quick happen in his brain.
It make it
You know,
sound. It make it sound
yeah.
right. Like it makes sense. You know. Oh yeah.
See, yeah, and you can do it so quickly. Like most of us have to think for a second, a couple more seconds than that. So it's a talent. It's a talent we appreciate you for. D minus a story. Rashid Rice from the Kansas City Chiefs has been sentenced to 30 days in jail and 5 years of probation. Is his NFL career in jeopardy? Let's see. Let's let Kuta start. We'll let Kuta start.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna get a shout out to my brother D minus. I don't know if y'all knew he went on to go like some eye surgery. So speedy recovery, brother. We miss you on the show for today, but big brother got it right now. So just sit back and relax. But far as the story goes, I think first of all, he only played like 4 games last season.
Correct.
4
Yep.
games, yeah. With a knee season ending career. So for that season, but
I think that was an ACL tear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a knee injury. I think if I read it correctly. But far as his NFL career, I think it is on a decline. Because he's been in the news for some time. And with this accident, and he hasn't paid what he's supposed to be paying. I think he's owing like over $100,000 to the victims or whatever. They say he didn't even check on them. So now the NFL got a whiff of it, and so I think he's going to miss 6 games. I think projected to miss 6 games out of those 30 days in jail. Or he might be getting more time. Depending on the circumstances or whatever. So I think his season is on the decline. I don't think the Kansas Chiefs go really miss him as much because they think about it. They made it to the Super Bowl without him. Within 4 games he played last year. So I think his season is on the decline.
Hawk.
Just so you know, he ran into Patrick Mahomes during a play. He tore his ACL in his posterolateral corner, which is the PLC. Both in the knee there. But as far as his NFL career being in jeopardy, I say no. And the evidence of that is just if you look at the actual legal stuff that's going on. He got 5 years of probation, which is they're recognizing, and this is not uncommon even for like people who aren't professional athletes. Sometimes judges or the courts will do this to people to allow them to still function so they don't have to like serve much jail time. So he got 5 years of probation and then 30 days of jail time, which the judge said that he could serve over those 30 days. He could serve over the 5 years. So technically he could do it during the off season or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think his career is in jeopardy. He's a young, dynamic player, super, super fast. Looks like he's a big part of Kansas City's offense, and he's in. I believe he's still in his rookie contract. All that stuff. What he should have done is went to the old internet machine and typed in Henry Ruggs' name and looked in the damn mirror, because he wasn't too far away from being in the same position that Henry Ruggs is in.
He just didn't kill anybody. That's it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't kill anyone, but I mean, he was driving fast for no reason at a weird at a weird time. I had a coach back in the day that told me nothing good happens after midnight, which was code for keep your ass in the
100%.
damn house. You don't need to be out of the house after midnight. It doesn't matter. So he definitely needs to look in the mirror as far as some of that goes, because he was very, very lucky that he didn't hurt anyone or kill anyone. So he's on thin ice for sure, but he's lucky to still be in the position that he's in.
Yeah, TKO, before you go, 30 days and 5 years probation is the official sentence. There will be no more sentencing. So he doesn't have extra things as long as he doesn't fuck up during that 5 years, because then we all know what happens then. TKO, what do you think, man? He played 4 games. His professional stats are 4 games, 24 catches, 288 yards, averaging 12 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns. Is he done?
Of course not. I don't see the problem with his NFL career. I mean, there's nothing to do with his career is not in jeopardy at all. I mean, the judge gave him that as a slap on the wrist to probably wake him up and make him understand that first and foremost, you got to do the right things if you did something wrong, you know, just to make amends. And so him being a young man, they try to give him a chance. Now it's up to him at this point. And again, the people that support him and his circle to realize, make the right decisions, because you can jeopardize your career. However, this may be a wake-up call. But when it comes to injury, in every sport, I don't see how that's any way of looking down at can someone be able to do it again. I just think that's like not even a question. Stats don't really even reflect that. If someone goes down with ACL, it don't matter if they play 17 games. There's nothing they can do about it. You know, it's a part of the sport that you're in. And it's unfortunate. However, I know that young man's going to come back, especially with a chip on his shoulder. So that's going to elevate him to push himself a little bit harder. And, you know, you look at a young person where contract time will come around. So this right here is one of those things they definitely going to have to, you know, let's say if he did 6 days per year and he can get that over with if he wanted to in jail. So he'll spend a week in jail, get that over with. But at the same time, that may make him a hungrier player because he may want people to realize that, hey, I'm not that person. I made a mistake. This is who I really am. And we'll see that come out of him. But no, I don't think it's nothing to be alarmed about.
Terry, another thing before we get to your question, your answer there, 30 days and 5-year probation. And don't forget, he ran from the scene of the crime. Is his career over?
Oh, that's a tricky question, man. It depends on where the chief stands with him. It depends on where Roger Goodell stands. If, he received a light sentence from the judge, I think.
100%.
But if Roger Goodell try to lay the hammer on him, I don't know where his mentals are. I think his career is in jeopardy. Now he's a threat over there in Kansas City. He only started half the season his rookie year, but he still got 80 catches, seven TDs. A big part of the Super Bowl success against the 49ers. He's a young kid. I think that if the Chiefs stick with him, Andy Reid stick with him, and Patrick Mahomes continue to show him confidence, I think he should be okay. You know what I'm saying? But if Roger Goodell give him 8 games suspension, the Chiefs might do their own personal thing. It could look dark for him. But OTA, the reports in OTA saying he looked good. Mandatory minicaps, they say he looked good. So I mean, I hope he's all right, man. I hope mentally, it's all about his mentals. If his mentals are still with him, if he's still confident, if he's still out there believing in himself, I think he'd be all right.
I noticed a lot of things everybody said to wrap it all up in there for D Mize and shout him out. I won't leave Ken Kunta responsible for all of their stuff. I got you back too, just in case he needs help. Roger Goodell will not get involved because we all know the Kansas City Chiefs and Roger Goodell are fine. And if Patrick calls Roger and says, hey, man, I ain't got no receivers if you take Rice away, we know that's not going to happen. And like the other thing was somebody mentioned Henry Ruggs. That's my team. If I was you, Mr. Rice, I would make sure that you appreciate every day you're on that field. You ran from the scene of a crime. You hit 6 cars. Nobody died. My boy Ruggs he hit 1 car and killed a person, and he's in prison, and his career is over.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I am positive about is the ACL tear didn't affect his speed because I've been watching OTAs as well, and he's still pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
Kota. Oh, my bad. TKO. Finish it off.
Really quick though, I'm not going back to the Harry Ruggs. Like that's another thing where I've heard reports that he's going to get another chance. So that right there doesn't. So if you're hearing that, and it's coming from the NFL, again, that doesn't make sense to say that Rice is in any more jeopardy of anything. Like if the Chiefs don't want him to play there, then he's going to play somewhere else. So that's why I'm like, that's why I made this confused look on my face. Like it's nothing about his career in jeopardy. If they clearly just gave him a slap on the wrist, then they're going to let the man go. I mean, I don't see where he didn't kill nobody. It just property damage, and he did something stupid. That has nothing to do with what he's going to do on the football field. So I'm like, if you're allowing Harry Ruggs to do it, now again, he served the time. If he gets out, then it's up to whatever the job specifies. You know what I mean? I'm not going that deep into it, but if they're looking at giving him a chance, we're talking about a hit and run accident. Like, come on, guys.
So, but TK, this could get interesting though, because he's in the limelight like that. You have a responsibility. He left the scene of an accident, and so that they looking at that right there. They looking at that right there. I ain't saying his career is over with. I'm saying his career is in a decline. They might even cut Rice to make an example out of him because something could have happened. What if something could have happened?
The Chiefs, so what? It may 31 of the teams gonna pick him up. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
you also got to think about the locker room too. The locker room. Everybody, like I'm a guy. If I'm on that team, I'm not going out where Cheese Rice. And it's not because he's gonna get in trouble. That motherfucker's gonna run. That speaks a lot about his character. When he hits someone, though, he decided that instead of staying there to take off. No, that's not one of my boys.
No, okay. I'm gonna put it in my profession. When I go wrestle today, I don't care how you got here. You're here, right? So whatever you endure on your way of getting here, if you're working the match, you're working the match. And we can be the best of buddies in the locker room or not. It really don't make a difference. I'm here to do a purpose. So you're exactly right. The outside stuff is none of my opinion. If you're going out here drinking and driving and getting locked up, I know somebody is right now. That's none of my business. I can care less.
Look, that's what you're forgetting, though. It's a brand. Exactly. He's working for a brand. And the people, if they speak out about that and really have some pushback with that, NFL got to do something about that. And they're going to make an example out of it. It's a brand. You represent the brand.
And you got to remember who joined them
last year. TK. You represent your brand.
He went to court, right? So it's a crime. Now, he committed a crime. Okay, suspend him 6 games. Okay, he gets over with the 6 games. That's it. He's going to be playing. That's what I'm saying. That's not learning nothing. Okay, he's going to set up 6 games. That's his money. They had nothing to do with him playing on the field. He's still going to be good. ACL is what stopped him playing last year.
We talking about the business part of it. The brand.
Hey, he's going to still get a check. So you're right. The NFL going to suspend him, but he's still going to get a check. I'm like, that's not stopping his career.
I would just say also that. I was just going to say real quick that the NFL owners have proved over time that they pretend to care about what guys are getting in legal trouble about in the heat of the moment. But you look at all these guys that have been in trouble for domestic violence. You look at Tyreek Hill, who is a polarizing figure, who kicked his pregnant girlfriend in the stomach. And you look at all types of other people that have done all types of things. For years, the Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals both have been drafting and signing players with sketchy criminal backgrounds. And at the end of the day, when we're specifically talking about the owners of the National Football League, if you can make them $1, or if you can run fast, or if you can jump high, if you hit harder, any of that type of stuff. What do you always say, TKO? Money talks, right? It's all about the money.
Always about the money.
So, like, you can sit there and say, oh, we're mad at Henry Ruggs, or we're mad at Rashee Rice, or we're mad at this guy for doing this thing or that thing. Whatever it is, money talks, and it doesn't truly matter to the NFL owners. No matter what type of official statement the team puts out, the owner is going to have the final decision on if you're going to cut a guy, trade a guy, whatever the deal is. So I'll tell you this: if the Chiefs ownership didn't want Rashee Rice there, he wouldn't be there. And it's speaking loud and clear that he is still there.
I think the main thing, hold on. The main thing, we got to go on here because we got 3 more things that we're already over time here. Let's go ahead and I put Rashee Rice down here on the pad, though. Obviously, we need to talk about his ass again. Right. Kota, what's going on with the NFL and rating quarterbacks?
I don't know what's going on. ESPN, I don't know what season they was watching last year, but they put out a poll ahead of the 25-26 NFL football season. And they did a poll of the 10 top quarterbacks going into this season, NFL season. And so it was real disrespectful when I saw Jalen Hurts ranked number 9. So let me break down the list to you before I get to him. So number 1, Pat Mahomes. I don't have no problem with that. Josh Allen. Don't have no problem with that. Joe Burrow, number 3. Lamar Jackson, number 4. Here's where it's getting interesting at. Jaden Daniels, ranked number 5, going into the 25-26 NFL football season. Matthew Stafford. You got Justin Herbert, for crying out loud. You know, Jared Goff. And then it's Jalen Hurts. And behind Jalen Hurts is Baker Mayfield. You can pull me back out to all the other to the panel.
I was trying to write that shit all down.
Yeah. So
I got it written down. We're good.
Yeah. So that's real disrespectful, man. You know, I don't know what games they was watching, but I'm gonna let you guys take a stab at it, and I'll come back to it.
All right, let's try to keep it. Remember, we're on a time thing here. We'll start down at the bottom with Teddy. TKO. Jalen Hurts is ranked number 9 coming into this year. How do you feel?
I don't think it's disrespect. I think the only one I think it is Jalen Daniels is ranked way too high. I mean, he had one good year. I like the kid a lot, but that's his rookie year. So, I mean, phenomenal for him, but I think he's way too high. With Hurts, no, because I think he has a front office and a team that surrounded him with a lot of talent. It is nothing against him at all, but the way he plays and the way the Eagles roll, he doesn't have to win the game for them, and that's good. I think he's a very good quarterback right now. I don't think it's no disrespect to him being a 9. I think even though being the Super Bowl champion, I think the other guys in front of him, several of them, they have to wield their team a little bit harder and been more successful in certain stages. So that's why I would say it's no disrespect to him.
Hawk.
I agree with TKO when you talk about why Hurts is in the position that he's in, you know, as far as the team dynamic and things like that go. You know, it's a Saquon Barkley offense. First and foremost, they have a great offensive line, so of course they're going to run the ball. They have a dynamic running back, and they have a good defense. So, like, it's not all put on his shoulders. I agree. Hey, I agree with that comment.
Keep going.
I agree with that comment because Justin, that was part of what I was going to say. Justin Herbert is not a top 10 quarterback. He can't even make the damn playoffs. The rest of these quarterbacks are playoff teams, not just playoff teams, but perennial playoff teams. Stafford is kind of like, this is like his last year, more than likely. He's still playing at a high level. He's good. And then I don't really have any beef with any other player other than Jaden Daniels, like TKO said. It's like he had 1 year. No one has any NFL tape on you, so we'll see what happens this year. And if he goes out and does the same thing, then, hey, more power to the guy. You know, he can play, he can ball. But we've seen it for years and years and years. When NFL teams get tape on you, they figure out ways to stop you. And the great ones figure out ways to keep winning. All I'm saying, Baker Mayfield's a sleeper. That man is locked in, can be. I love Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, that's all I got for that.
Scary Terry, you see your boy there. Your boy's sitting in there at 8. Jalen Hurts is at 9. How you feeling about this list?
Man, the list is bogus. Josh Allen is an incredible talent. He really is. Same as Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is probably my favorite quarterback. But let's be realistic. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, a field goal kick away from being a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. The quarterback position is about winning the game, right? It's about leading your team to victory.
Thank you.
Nobody outside of Patrick Mahomes is doing it better than Jalen Hurts. And that's just a fact. We can talk about Saquon Barkley in their current offense. Yes, they are a run dominant team right now. But let's go back 2 years when Jalen Hurts was the offense.
Gunslinger.
I think it's disrespect. Jalen Daniels' career his trajectory is out of this world. The kid is an incredible talent. But number 5 is insane. Me personally, I would have to give Jalen Hurts is right behind Patrick Mahomes at number 2. You got to respect what he has been doing in 5 years. 2 Super Bowls. He almost won 2 Super Bowls. He dominated the Kansas City Chiefs last season to put him at 8 right after the Super Bowl championship.
And 9.
That's 9. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Shout out to Jared Goff. Put him at 9 right after a championship. It's crazy.
All right. Here's my quick analyzation. I'm gonna put Derek D-minus's thing back up there. Herbert definitely should not be on that list. That covers that. I agree with that. On the side of the top 5, if you take Jaden Daniels out and you just slide Baker Mayfield over, I'm fine with that. Swap Mayfield and Daniels and put Mayfield at number 5. And I don't agree you have to win to be that quarterback. It's important, but you don't have to. Baker Mayfield is a fucking dog. He has been taking so much shit. Every team, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, he's a dog, man. If he had weapons when he was in his prime, that's enough of that right there. Jalen Hurts should definitely be over, and I have him below Joe Burrow.
Wow.
Because Jalen Hurts has led his team. He
did
everything.
Why is he under Burrow, though? I don't understand why he's under Burrow.
Right.
I like the way those teams play with a little less. I'm not going to say Jalen Hurts, other than his first Super Bowl, he has had a pretty easy life, in my opinion. Like, they built around him. Let's not forget about that defense. Those Georgia Bulldogs leading those Philadelphia Eagles.
They will.
Kunta, finish it out.
I agree with Scared Tail.
Wait, I got one more thing. I wrote a note down here. I'm sorry. The reason why Jaden Daniels is on here is it's called the Miz effect. And if you're not a baseball fan, you know that a lot of baseball fans are pissed off because Mizorowski went to the All-Star game after just starting 4 games. Actually, only 14 innings. I think that's bullshit. I don't care if he sells tickets. It's fucking bullshit. We want to see
fastest ever in MLB history.
It's bullshit, though. It's absolute bullshit. I don't know who he beat, but when that guy got entered, that was bullshit. Whoever he beat out. The All-Star game is for all stars. You're not an all-star in your first year. Like they said, tape comes out. Show me the second year. You know? I'm sorry, Kunta. Go ahead and wrap us up.
I just agree with Scared Terry. You know, Jalen Hurts should be number 2 because you look at these quarterbacks. Who beat Patrick Mahomes?
Right.
Who beat Patrick Mahomes? None of them, but Jalen Hurts, and he could have beat him twice, as Scared Terry was saying. So, I agree. So this list is flawed. You know, it's a disrespectful list. You know, I think Jaden Daniels is gonna be phenomenal next year. I think. You know, we'll see. We just have to see. So I guess we can all agree we have our own list, but I think Jalen Hurts, that was real disrespectful coming off a Super Bowl. They didn't put him in the top 5 at least after winning the Super Bowl. But we can move on from there.
All right, so we're going on to the report of the redo of round 2 of Get Money Sports 3-on-3 Street Ball Championship. I came out shining like a gold star. I fucked up. I got to play again, and I got the win. I beat D-minus 122 to 117. Jordan had 46. Kobe had 49. Hakeem had 27. For D-minus, Iverson had 51. Shaq had 32. Reggie Miller had 34. I'm 1-0. Kunta's 0-1. D-minus is 1-1. I play Kunta next this weekend. If Kunta loses, he's out. That's the top bracket.
I'm confused. Who do I lose? Who did I lose to? If I'm 0-1.
You lost to D. You lost to D minus. You lost to D minus in round 1.
Oh, I don't see that.
Actually,
Okay.
you lost in overtime. Am I correct there, Hawk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you played Kunta,
I mean,
you
I
played
I
you
think it
did
was
play
one.
D
You think it was
minus
119.
when what was that, 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks
Yeah, because
ago.
we had to redo.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
because
had to redo round
it's
2 because I
matchup
fucked up.
it's matchup per matchup for the show. So like the first week I played the sheriff.
So time out. So last week we said we agreed to we was gonna do over on everything though. I didn't know we was keeping
No. It was just
No, just round 2.
it was just these games that he was redoing because
Yeah.
DC messed up on the scores or messed up on something. I'm not sure what he messed up on, but they were just redoing these games, not the games that had already been played.
Right.
So
Yeah,
what?
you
but
lost.
my understanding was because he used my players for the game,
Yeah.
and so that's why
Yeah.
my game should have been redone as well. You get what I'm saying? So I thought it should
But I
have been
did.
that as
I only
well.
did that. I only did that for round 2. I used the right players for round 1. In round 2, I put your team in against me
That's what I'm
instead
saying.
of
So
his.
my game should have been replayed as well. So, but I'm good with it.
Well, you lost to him 117 to 113.
It's fine.
And when he comes back, we'll.
It was confusing because I didn't understand that. So
Yeah.
I thought we was doing the whole thing. I thought we agreed to do the whole thing over since it was like 3 teams involved that got mixed up. So I'm cool with it.
And then DC, if let's say hypothetically Sheriff loses and he's out, and Kunta loses and he's out, right?
Yeah.
We gotta have a losers bowl down there. We gotta make those two play each other, right?
Absolutely. Now we will.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
because.
Oh, such a shit starter.
Because
He's
you know,
such a
hey,
shit
you know what?
starter.
You know what?
That's
You know, I love that about that. Terry, if we're doing a 3-on-3 basketball and 2 people go out at 0-2, I mean, should they have to play each other to find out who's the biggest loser?
Yeah, no, they have to. It's mandatory.
See,
You gotta have a protocol.
thing, right? I'm in a dilemma because my game got messed up and I didn't get a redo. I get to keep my own score because you use my own team, but I'm cool with that. You know, love seeing King Kunta be at the bottom though, but that's all right. It makes y'all sleep better. At night,
No,
though.
I know who.
Especially the Hawk.
No, Kunta, I know exactly who's at the bottom, and I don't think his name starts with a K.
It
Okay,
definitely is
I know
not.
exactly who's
not.
at the bottom.
Yeah. What do they say? Shit falls to the bottom? Is that the S
Yes.
word? Okay. So in round 2, in the other match, TKO beat the Hawk 116 to 111. Stats: Jordan had 30, Garnett had 34, Shaq had 52. For the Hawk, Jordan had 38, Garnett had 31, Kobe had 42. TKO's 1-0. He plays the Sheriff, who is 0-1. If the Sheriff loses, he is out, and the Hawk is 1-1. And now we're going to make a new thing here because that's what we do here. If the Sheriff and Kunta both lose this weekend, then they have to play each other for the losers championship. Which is, what the bad part is? The winner is going to have less fame than the loser trophy. Nobody wants the loser trophy. Everybody wants the winner trophy. I'm just saying. Okay, it's time to go to Fill in the Blanks, brought to you by Rocky Patel. I didn't go last night, so don't ask. It was too busy down there, those Yankees. I get in trouble when I hang out with those fuckers. This segment is brought to you by Rocky Patel, located down at the Battery at Truist Park. Open daily from 4 to midnight, Fridays and Saturdays till 2 a.m. I'm going to do a quick shout out to Shake Shack for free because you fuckers are going to have to give me something all the time you keep me out of my fucking office that I pay for every day. That's my rant. That might be in my free. I'm just saying. Shake Shack has taken over the Spaces building where the radio station is, and supposedly some Cobb County regulation. If there's drilling in the building, it's not safe for anyone to be in the building except for the people drilling. Whatever. So, yeah. I went down there yesterday to talk to them. I didn't win. I lost again. And I left there at 2:00. When I walked out of the building, the game didn't start till 7:15 last night. There was Yankees everywhere. It was like Coney Island down there at the Battery. And I just don't get along with those people. I just don't.
It's because they're not real fans.
I just don't get along with Yankee fans at all. They're a different breed. Fill in the blanks. Oh man, there's going to be some drama here somewhere. NFL Player Association Executive Director Lloyd Howell Jr. resigned late on Thursday because Kuta.
Because he found out that seeing pussy is going to cost him his job.
Okay. Jeez. We just come out and
I
just
told you.
hot immediately.
Hot, baby. We're coming out. Send the emails. You know the email. Get Money Sports. S's at the end or $at gmail.com. And you can send that one in care of King Kuta. King Kuta. That's right. His name's Kuta. Go ahead and put a slur in there or something.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll read it down there.
Just go ahead and hit D-minus's Cash App early, Kunta, because you know it's coming next week.
I'm just saying, man. Terry, I was gonna let you go next. I'm gonna put this on Teddy. Teddy, what's the answer we're looking for here?
I mean, honestly, I don't even know about this situation.
That was the smartest answer you could have said, bro.
I don't even know.
Man, you need to look that shit up, man.
Hey, I'm gonna put my answer in here. My answer is no comment. Hawk.
Listen, I'm a little bit of a because of my time working for the United States government, I got a little bit of conspiracy theory, right? It's like, and anytime something like this just abruptly happens, my mind goes to one place, and it's always like someone's doing something shady, or this guy that was the executive director for the NFLPA saw some shady stuff, and exactly, there he is. See?
Time out. Hey, BC.
With his one eye.
Hey, what are you watching with?
I can't breathe.
What are you watching with? You don't see me.
Okay.
Hey,
All our listeners right now, D-minus just had eye surgery, okay? And his brother's going, what you watching with? You can't see me. That, you should have dropped him harder when you got wrestles. I'm sorry. Hawk, back to you. Why did Lloyd retire late? Remember, this is the best part. The most important word in this whole thing is late on Thursday night.
Because something shady's going on. And listen, all these NFL owners are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, but Jim Irsay was one of the worst. Jerry Jones is one of the worst. Some of these guys are some of the worst types of people. You don't get all that types of money by being this moral standard type of human being. So I think something shady went on, and dude right here said, "Nah, that's not how I was raised. That's not how I live my life. I'm not doing any of that." And he backed out. I firmly believe it, and it might never come to light, just like those Epstein files. It might never come to light, but it is what it is.
So my answer is right up your alley. My answer is the shredder jammed. That's why it happened late Thursday night. He wasn't fitting to resign. He was fitting to shred that shit. He was shredding, and the shredder jammed. That's it. You got to resign, man. You got no way to get rid of them documents. Scary Terry.
Shout out to Hillary Clinton.
No shit. Terry, what's your answer here, man? We are going to hell.
Well, listen, because the strip club just opened. You know what I'm saying? He retired late, right before Diamond got on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to go see. Listen, okay, well, it's getting hot. Diamond coming on at 12. Let me go ahead and put my papers in because I can't get rid of Magic City, man. He got a problem.
And Cinnamon's up right after Diamond. So
come on,
we know
man.
what time.
Diamond and
Come on. Time out. Why would you fucking use a car? You go in that motherfucker with straight cash, homie. What the fuck? You
that's
can't
crazy.
Like that.
We all know that.
go to the ATM or whatever and just pull some money out or whatever. Why would you fucking slide a card?
Crazy.
The company
That is one of
credit
the
card
biggest
that
jokes
has
at
the
the bowling
NFL
alley.
shield on it.
Yeah, you do that.
It's crazy.
That's one of the things at the bowling alley we joke about all the time because we bet dollars all the time. So you see one guy walking around with a wad of dollars, and the first thing we said is, "Where we going? Magic City, motherfucker! Look at this stack." You know, yeah, you don't walk into the Magic City with a damn credit
Some
card
dumb
out.
shit.
Bryson DeChambeau rebounded from a first round 78 to shoot a second round 65 because he blanked this morning before he came to the golf course. I'm not doing Kuta, you're last. Fuck it. You already cost me enough.
No.
Scary Terry, what's the answer here?
He took a number 2, bro. He took a number 2. He had to get rid of all that sausage and cheese and the warm beer. Man, you know, it get nasty up there, bro. Like he had to get all that shit out of his system. Once he reduced all that sausage and cheese, he was all right. He got it together. Came back round 2. Yeah.
TKO.
I think he probably got some fellatio that morning. And
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Wow.
That's the answer. That's the answer.
hey, better than Folgers. So
Mrs. DeChambeau. All right.
Yeah.
Mrs. DeChambeau, Fellatio. Hawk, what you think?
I'm right there with TKO. He got a little something before he got, you gotta calm the nerves down, you know. Taking the number 2 ain't gonna help you calm the nerves down. It's just gonna get your blood pressure a little high, you know. We need a little woosah, little meditation, whatever, you know. The Lord gave us a way to calm ourselves down, and that is one specific way to calm yourself down, get you nice and relaxed before going out there. So did his thing.
So I'm going to agree with the guys on the bottom. This is all about having your sausages and eggs flipped the right way before you went to the golf course.
Man,
And I mean, okay. Go ahead, Kuta. What's the answer here?
so first of all, he's a weird guy. So he did witchcraft. He did the witchcraft with his ball. Did y'all see? He did witchcraft. He was doing a seance with the golf ball. He's weird. He's a weird. That's what he was doing, witchcraft. I can look at it.
The best quarterback in the NFC North is blank because he blanks. We're going to go ahead with the obvious answer over here with our special guest, Detroit Lions fan, Scary Terry. Scary Terry, the best quarterback in the NFC North is blank because he blank.
Come on, man. What kind of questions? Jared Goff. Jared Goff is the best quarterback up there. Because he's the best quarterback up there. Because everybody else sucks. He's like, well, like he the best because he's the best. Caleb Williams is young and trash. Minnesota got JJ McCarthy. But man, it's no competition. No competition up there. So
no competition.
No.
All right. Boy, oh boy. Let's go ahead and let Kuta go. Kuta, what's the answers here? The best quarterback in the NFC North is blank because he blanks.
It's Jordan Love because he will win the North, you know, and that's the bottom line. You know, Detroit, y'all lost a whole lot of people. Even defensive coordinator, y'all lost some people, man. So, I mean, y'all ain't expected to be to get out the first round. That's what y'all projected to do. So, and then, you know,
So are you making a prediction Green Bay is winning the North?
That's crazy.
Yes, I am.
I'll be talking to you a little later today. Hey, when I talk to him, y'all remember, get on board. You know I make money. Me and Kuta got at least 2 bets in the NFL coming up already. All right, so the Hawk, best quarterback in the NFC North is blank because he blanks.
Jared Goff, number 1, because he's just better than anybody else. Jordan Love gets the honorable mention at number 2 because he's on his way up, but Jared Goff has been in the league much longer than than Jordan Love and has seen a lot more football. Well, I don't remember what year Jordan Love got drafted, but as we know, he sat behind Aaron Rodgers for a little bit of time and didn't actually get on the field for a while. And even when he was on the field, wasn't really playing that well. I think it's just because of where the Packers were at the time. But yeah, Detroit lost their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator. They both got head coaching jobs. Like, big deal. If you get someone that can come in and fill in, and the Lions can still be the Lions, then listen, they still have all their main pieces there. They still have all their receiving talent. They still have their running backs. They still have their quarterback. They still have their tight end. Aiden Hutchinson's coming back.
Let's not forget that part right there.
Yeah, it just looks like on paper that Detroit is the best team, and I just don't see Chicago's not even in the conversation. None of that matters. It's a 2-team race between Detroit and Green Bay, because Minnesota, I don't know if people are high in Minnesota or not, but what have you seen from JJ McCarthy to make you want to put them in the top 2? Nothing.
Nope.
So it's Detroit's race to lose right now. So
TKO, who is the best quarterback in the NFC North? The best quarterback in the NFC North is blank because he blanks.
I had to go with Jared Goff because he balls, man. One thing about him, he's really smooth.
That's my word.
I did see with the Rams again, he had early success, yet they went ahead and traded him. So I was like, okay, I don't see why they're down on this kid. So over that time, he has even shown that the reason why the Lions picked him up, it was a great trade because he has really grown in that offense. I like him a lot. I think he's exciting. Not to downplay anybody else in the division as well. I think Jordan Love is also a dynamic quarterback that really is about to be on that next tier, possibly this year. But yeah, I think I agree with Hawk when it said that it's up to the Lions to really lose that division at this point because they developed a good coach up there, and I think that's important. If you got a quarterback to believe in and you put the coach around him that Matthew Stafford didn't have, I would like to add that. That's a big difference. Matthew Stafford had just as great a talent as, say, Jared Goff. I'll put those in the same ballpark. It's just the organization is really putting a lot behind Jared Goff, which is great.
The best quarterback in the NFC North is Jared Goff because he has the same thing Jalen Hurts has. He has a staff, man. With his completion percentage rate and the staff he has, nothing against Jordan Love. There's nothing wrong with being second in that division because you're so far ahead of second. JJ McCarthy hasn't proved anything, and he's still third over that sorry-ass number 1 Caleb Williams. You're last, bro. You got so much to prove. So much. But like everybody said, man, it is Detroit's division to lose, in my opinion. We are going to move straight into Spice It Up, brought to you by our top 5 brought to you by Spice It Up. I hate this commercial.
Get hungry around this time, don't you?
All the time.
Get down on it.
Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
This week's top 5 brought to you by Spice It Up. You can call Joe at 404-455-4751 for all your smoked and grilled meat needs. He's located in South Georgia and travels for all events. All events. Scary Terry, you're on your way to Douglasville.
I am.
What is your food of choice inside the Sweet Tea Cafe?
Oh man, listen. Me,
They can cook there.
they can, but it's those cookies, man. Them chocolate chip cookies and the oatmeal cookies are different.
I already knew the answer.
God,
Straight to the front kid.
Man, you got to say, for those who don't know, Terry, you're 6 what?
6'7".
6 foot what? He's 6'7". Okay, he's not a small guy, and he's a good bowler. All right, you know.
Whoa, great, Great.
You know,
Mm,
he's a good bowler. He's a great bowler when he's carrying around a cookie, though. Something about watching a 6'7" guy just nibbling on this cookie, trying to make it last longer when he really just wants to stuff it. In other
Don't
words,
wanna
we've
let
all
it go.
seen Terry. Yeah, Terry would have a good time down at McIntyre's Bakery, Coach.
Shit, yeah, me and him both.
But well, you already do have a good time down there.
Oh, yeah, I
Anyways,
do.
this week's top 5 is Teddy. You're going to have some fun today, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm about to educate today.
Who are the top 5 flyers in the WWE of all time? Starting off number 5, I'm going to put out an honorable mention at number 5 because most of you guys might not even know who he is because he's older. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I used to watch him when I was like real young, and I don't know if it was the hair or the this or the way he went like that. Dude, the boy was flying. I remember jumping off my couch arms. I was not as good as he was. I always hurt when I hit. Superfly Snuka, I got number 5. Terry, what you got at number 5?
Number 5, I got Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, number 5, man. Rey Mysterio was special. Listen, my list is biased. I'm an Attitude Era guy, so I'm gonna throw that out there right now. But Rey Mysterio, bro, insane. His best flying days probably was WCW time, but I'm rocking with Rey Mysterio at number 5.
At number 5 there, TKO, what you got? Brought to you by Spice It Up, number 5.
I do agree. I got Rey Mysterio at number 5. I think that in his time, exactly WCW, he was one of the innovators on national TV. However, as other athletes got into the business, it's a little bit different now. So I would put him at number 5.
There you go. Number 5 is ranking really hard with Rey Mysterio. Hawk, who do you got at number 5?
I had Rey Mysterio as well. When I first started watching wrestling, I was really into the Ultimate Warrior, and then WCW kind of jumped on the scene, and Rey Mysterio was one of the first guys I saw, and mostly because like this dude was tiny and was jumping off of ropes and doing everything else. And I specifically remember that Halloween Havoc match against Eddie Guerrero, which is like an all-time Hall of Fame match. That's one of the best matches ever. I think they replayed that match in the WWE 2K game actually last year or the year before. But that is a Rey Mysterio's like he's one of the GOATs.
100%. King Kunta, you got
agree with everybody. Rey Mysterio, everything he did was athletic, phenomenal. Like jumping off the top rope, jumping off the mid rope. It was like the way he be bouncing off shit, man. This dude was all over the place. So yeah, he's one of the innovators of the high flying.
All right. And at number 4, I got Rey Mysterio basically because of all the reasons they said they had him at number 5. I remember one time when he jumped off the top belt buckle onto the side rope and then flipped. I don't know how difficult that is to jump from a rope to a rope, but man, that is something else. Who you got number 4, King Kunta?
Got Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys. Oh, them guys there, they was athletic. They had Lita on the team too. She was even athletic as well. So them Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy, he was one of the ones.
Facts. Great guys too. The Hawk, who you got number 3? I mean, number 4, sorry.
Number 4, I also had Jeff Hardy. The Hardy Boys were like kind of like unconventional in like when you think about athleticism and who's like really smooth. They weren't like known as like the most like super athletic guys, but they would specifically Jeff Hardy would literally climb anything and jump off of anything. It doesn't matter. He's taking any type of bump. He's doing all that type of stuff. None of that stuff mattered to him. He'll jump off the rafters through a 3-layer table setup. He'll jump off of ladders. He'll jump off the top of the steel cage. He'll jump off the Titantron. Like none of that stuff matters. He was jumping off of everything. And so that's why he gets my number 4 spot.
They were quite reckless. I do remember that part. I mean, you look at it and go, really? Is that okay? Yeah.
There's multiple times when I was like, when he jumped off of something, I'm like, oh, he's dead. he's 100% dead. Because that dude was crazy.
Yeah, like it just seemed like they were over reckless, but to the point where it was extremely irritating. TKO, who you got number 4?
I got Evan Bourne.
Oh,
A lot of people don't know about this kid, right? He was, man, that was his staple. He came in, he come off the top rope. The things he would do in that era was amazing, but you would know him best for catching the RKO. So what he did was to shoot the far press from the top rope, and as he was coming down, Randy Orton caught him in midair and came down, which Randy Orton said it probably is the number 1 or 2 favorite RKOs of all time. So for a lot of people don't know who he is, go look up Evan Bourne, which right now I do believe, I may be wrong, he is one half of the Motor City Machine Guns as Evan, what's the name, Alex Shelley now. I think that he switched his name, but I think that's who it is now.
Evan Bourne also has, of all the professional wrestlers who have done the shooting star press, his shooting star press is by far the most perfected and best looking one.
Beautiful.
Well said. Hey, we want to wish Scary Terry good luck. He had to go. He is bowling in a tournament out there at Southern Lanes today. We wish him good luck. And just get a cookie, bro. You know how it works.
Just don't throw a
next up
92
here-
like I did last night.
I was going to not bring that up.
Oh, I was gonna bring it up.
All right,
I was gonna bring
okay.
it up. I seen it.
See, he just saved you an HR appointment. See there? Because we
Yeah.
know D-Minus protects the Hawk. D-Minus protects the Hawk. I've witnessed that. At number 3, brought to you by Spice It Up, I got Jeff Hardy, and I wrote Jeff Hardy / Hardy because you got to give his brother a little credit. I know he was the better flyer, but man, they did some flying things together sometimes when they were tag team. They were definitely the best tag team flyers. King Kunta. I mean, let's go the other way around. TKO. Who you got at number 3?
I got Neville. Neville was
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. That red arrow off the top rope was nasty.
Yeah.
That night when they thought he was going to win, I forgot what he hit the splash. Oh, against Seth Rollins. That match right there. If y'all never seen a Neville match,
Yeah.
back and watch Neville, the NXT champion versus
Rollins.
Seth Rollins back in like 2017. One of the best matches you ever seen on live TV. That was really good.
Or he's known as Pac in AEW now. So if
that's right.
you wanna watch him like live in person now, you can see him with AEW.
Thank you all. Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. He is phenomenal.
All right, Hawk, who you got number 3?
Number 3, I had to go old school a little bit because certain people paved the way for the newer guys that are coming up. Some of the guys that we mentioned. So I had to put Jimmy Superfly Snuka right there at number 3.
Hey, Jimmy, let's go.
He was doing a lot of that stuff when a lot of wrestlers weren't really doing that. You're kind of coming out of that like older school, like the Harley race, the Ric Flair, kind of like that style of wrestling. And in that era, Jimmy Superfly Snuka was doing his own thing, flying around and stuff like that. And you hadn't really seen it too much to that point, so I had to put him there.
I'm just happy somebody else had him on the list. That's pretty cool. He was my favorite wrestler when I was growing up. And he wasn't that popular. He had a doll though. I had that little action figure. Pause. King Kunta, who you got number 3?
Oh, how can y'all not forget Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Boy.
Yeah, so this dude here was amazing, man. So Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, man. Number 3.
Very colorful outfits. Let's keep that real. At number 2, brought to you by Spice It Up, I've got Rob Van Dam with the 5-star frog splash.
Oh, damn.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's one thing that I don't, if I'm on the ground, I understand the frog splash coming. Don't scream at me on the way down. That's got to fucking, just anyway. TKO, I will go the other way around this time. King Kunta, who you got at number 2?
Eddie Guerrero. That's my boy. That's my guy right there, Eddie Guerrero. He was I think he was originally the frog splash, wasn't it? Was it Eddie Guerrero or who was the original of the frog splash?
I mean,
well, that move's like one of the ones the Guerrero family probably created it because the Guerrero
Let's
family
go look.
created the suplex. They created a lot of moves that people don't know. So a suplex, they created that. The Frankensteiner or the Hurricane Rana, they created that. So, but no, not the Frog Splash.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just being populated, the ones who started doing the frog splash in the WWF or whatever back in the day. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. I would say his was like just like with Rock.
It was Eddie Guerrero. It was Eddie Guerrero.
Guerrero, I thought it.
Eddie Guerrero popularized it with Art Barr, his wrestling partner.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he might not
The
be the
move was
inventor,
first
but like,
Right.
The move itself was first introduced by La Fiera, a Mexican wrestler, but Guerrero adapted and executed it, made it his signature move.
yeah. So
Yep.
I know it's somewhere up in there. Like, cause I know Eddie Guerrero, cause Rob Van Dam did it after that, maybe.
Yep.
But Eddie Guerrero was probably like one of the pave makers for the frog splash to be
Yeah,
created.
it's kind of like it's kind of like the spear. You know, everyone uses the spear, and they have for a long time. But the frog splash is used so heavily, just like the spear
Mhm.
is. So
It's like the DDT. Like you know how
Yes.
Jake Roberts created the DDT.
What a great move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the same thing. Right. I get what you're saying. Like a lot of people emulate it, but he's really the main one that's known for it. I agree.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm. All right. Who do you got number 2? Hawk brought to you by Spice It Up.
I got Justin Liger. If you guys ever seen that guy, you're talking about a luchador. I first saw him in WCW when I was younger, and he was just doing anything and everything. And you could see him, like, as he was moving around the ring, he was using the turnbuckles, using the ropes, he's using the apron, he's jumping off of stuff. Like, he's just one of those guys. It's like there's something about the luchadors. They just have a very specific style.
100%.
If you get a chance to watch, I know WWE owns them now, but AAA is a big Mexican wrestling company. And TKO, what's the other one I'm thinking of? Big time.
CMLL.
Yeah, CMLL. There's a lot of luchadors in that, and some of those guys, like you got that dude Luchasaurus, who's in WW, or he's in AEW.
Luchasaurus.
Yeah, he wears a big dinosaur mask. He's a big
badass.
tall white. He's a big tall white guy, but he wrestled for CMLL and really kind of like that's how he created his name. So some of these guys create their names with some of these Mexican promotions, and Justin Liger is just like a lot of these other guys, but he was early. He was in WCW, and when I was a kid, he was a guy that I used to watch all the time. So I gave him my number 2.
Who you got number 2 there, TKO?
For me, I have Ricochet. Some of the stuff I've seen that kid, it's like, Lord have mercy. He is that boy bad.
Yes.
And if you want to say him, I could say this now. I'm thinking about a Will Ospreay. Those two right there are like 1 and 2 with each other. That they're like the same. They're twins. But that Ricochet man of late, I've never seen half the stuff that dude has done. I've never seen that in my life. I think he's pretty phenomenal.
You could also with Ricochet and Will Ospreay, you could even throw in Ray Phoenix in there.
Yeah.
Because those guys used to have crazy matches.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're at that point now. The top 5 flyers in WWE of all time, brought to you by Spice It Up. It was in 1995, Hell in a Cell, where I first fell in love with Kofi Kingston. 95-foot jump onto Randy Orton's head. That's all I need to see. I followed Kofi Kingston all day. I watched him jump, splash, everything. Kofi Kingston, number 1 for me. King Kunta, who's number 1 in your list?
Surprised he wasn't your number 1, Jimmy Superfly Snooker. That's who my number 1 was. I got on the list. Well, top 2 or top 3, DC, you got him rated so high. You got to, why you ain't had him like?
He's number 5, man. I just think that he did the basic flying. He didn't do what they're doing now. Just in my opinion, I don't know. I probably should have put him higher. He's my favorite wrestler, but we don't bet with our hearts here. Hawk, who's number 1 in your list?
I had to go back like I did with my number 2, and when I was a kid, I watched WWE all the time, but like WCW was very, very intriguing to me because they had WWE at the time was known as like the land of giants. You know, you had the Ultimate Warrior, you had the Undertaker, you had Kane, you had all these larger than life people, and the guys that were a little bit shorter were in WCW. Being short does not diminish you from being a great wrestler. And specifically, I gravitated towards a lot of the luchadors. So my number one is Juventud Guerrera.
See, he said WWE. Hoovy never wrestled in WWE. That's
Oh,
why
he didn't do WCW.
No, he didn't. And see, now
Okay.
I'm the same way.
Okay.
I was the same.
Yeah. I just remember it different, but I definitely have seen plenty of his matches, and I've got this thing with the luchadors just can fly and they're creative, and you could see the like the wheels turning in their head. They're thinking about what they're doing, but they're not thinking about it in a bad way. They're thinking so that they want to be creative, you know. And that's the thing that's great about luchadors. They're very creative. They're more creative than like a lot of the wrestlers nowadays. It's not so much like, okay, I'm doing this, what do I got to do next, what am I going to do after that. It's just like, for them, it's like there's one thing after another, fast. And I kind of like that pace, you know?
Absolutely. TKO, brought to you by Spice It Up. Who is the number one high flyer of all time in WWE in your world?
I agree with the Hulk on if it was not WWE list, I definitely would have had Hoovy. That was the one that I grew up. I love me some Hoovy juice. That's my number one. But
Hoovy
you're right.
juice. I remember that.
Hey, bro. Hoovy came out that day. The show's over. You know what time it is. He gonna light it up. But see, WWE, I would have to say Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, the innovator of so much of what he did, and the Swanton bomb off the top of a cage is ridiculous. Off the side of a Titantron. This dude does some stuff too. I've seen him in practice live. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I'm glad he's getting to the end of his career, because what I've seen him do and the damage he's still willing to go through right now, he's better than me, bro. I would have just gave it up, but that's why I commend him a lot. So for Carolina's own, thank you, Jeff Hardy, for putting North Carolina on the map, because Vince McMahon, being from North Carolina, did not like North Carolina wrestling. He think we country. He do not like North Carolina
He said that numerous times too.
And that's why for Jeff and a lot of the people like Cameron Grimes, Shannon Moore, Matt Hardy, representing North Carolina, those guys all work together. Shane Helms, thank you guys for paving the way for us in North Carolina. So Jeff Hardy.
Great list, fellas. Brought to you by Spice It Up. It's time for baseball. McIntyre's Bakery's on the list.
Well. Once again, guys, this Major League Baseball 10-game parlay is brought to you by no other than McIntyre's Bakery. Hey, let's say today. No, we ain't gonna say that. Today is National Cake Day, Sweets Day, McIntyre's Day. Go in and get your cake. They're located at 1184 Concord Road in Smyrna, Georgia. They've been around since 1910. Yes, 1910s. Believe me when I tell you, when you taste it, it's gonna take you back further than that. So go in. You can always give them a call anytime at 770-434-3115 to get all types of special order cakes, treats, soups, bread, cakes, sandwiches, anything, cookies, you name it. They got it. McIntyre's Bakery, simply the best.
There you go, right there. And week 15 is in the books. This week's winners were the TKO and the Hawk, both going 6-4. With DC, King Kunta, and the Sheriff all going 5-5. But our loser this week, and we're feeling for him, was D-. He was also in the lead, so we're not feeling that much, who went 3-7. So a lot of stuff has changed. D minus has 89 wins. The Hawk has 87, just two behind. DC and TKO are one behind him at 86. And King Kunta and the Sheriff again are tied. Hawk, do you see a pattern here?
There does seem to be a pattern currently, but I do expect some separation as we're into the second half of the season. You're not going to be able to just tie all the way through. I am glad that D minus had such a piss poor week because he was starting to kind of stack up those wins, getting a little comfortable gap between myself and him. And so I'm glad that I had a good week and he had a bad week, kind of bring that back to reality a little bit. Because honestly, a couple more weeks of him doing great and you and I not doing great, it wouldn't have looked out for us, and it would have been out of reach, So it's good.
It's a 14 race now.
Yeah,
it's definitely a 4-person race at the top right now, and Kunta and Sheriff aren't out. But I will tell you this, and I can say this with great positivity. Kunta's not going to be last in either one of those events that's coming up. The 3-on-3 basketball or the baseball, he will not be in last. I said it first here.
Right.
But you will be first today because you are in last and you went 5-5. So let's see what you got to say today.
Okay, so
wait a minute. They put your dollar signs up there. Ain't nobody gonna pay you, but
Yeah, you're right about that shit, man. Because baseball fucking sucks, man. Like these picks, yeah. Man, all right, so let's take a stab at this again. So I improved from last week from whatever to 5-5, so we can do better. So let's see.
2-8. I remember.
I'm sure you're gonna remind me, DC. Thank you for that vote of confidence. But anyway, my first pick, I'm taking the Blue Jays over the Giants, the Mets over the Reds, the Phillies over the Angels, the Pirates over the White Sox, the Padres over the Nationals, got the Rays over the Orioles, Tigers over the Rangers. Okay, let's do the Twins over the Rockies, even though they won last night. They finna lose today, so Twins over the Rockies. Dodgers over the Brewers, and the Mariners over the Astros.
there we go.
All right, $ Kunta Mosby, Blue Jays, Mets, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Rays, Tigers, Twins, Dodgers, and Mariners.
Yep.
All right. After that is gonna be the Hawk. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
No,
it's going to either be you or TKO.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. All right. Just want to let you know I'm on the rise. Let's see here. Okay, let's talk about the Yankees versus the Braves first, people. Yeah, we beat them last night. Let's not forget who they are. If you're a Braves fan, we don't root for the Yankees, so we're not betting that game. But don't make a mistake and bet on them again today. You got a brand new pitcher in there. Yesterday was a bullpen game for the Yankees, and that's my Braves report. Give me the Mets over the Reds, the Royals over the Marlins, the Phillies over the Angels, the Pirates over the White Sox, the Padres over the Nationals, the Orioles over the Rays, the Tigers over the Rangers, the D-backs over the Cardinals, Twins over the Rockies. I don't know how that happened last night. And the Dodgers over the Brewers. So again, $4D apparel, Mets, Royals, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Orioles, Tigers, D-backs, Twins, and Dodgers. TKO sitting there in the same place with me. What do you think is going to happen today?
Another lucky week. I don't know how I'm not catching up either, so I'm not bragging. However, we'll see if we can luck our way into second place because we're catching up on the Hawk too. So I'm gonna go with the Blue Jays over the Giants. Got the Mets over the Reds. I'm gonna take those Phillies over the Angels. Got the Pirates over the White Sox. Got the Padres over the Nationals. I got Detroit over the Rangers. I got the Red Sox over the Cubs. Of course, I'm taking the layup game, the Twins over the Rockies. I got the Brewers. Man, excuse me. I got the Dodgers over the Brewers. Excuse me. And then I got those Mariners over the Astros.
There we go.
Hey, Mariners, man, let's do it.
All right, dollar sign TKO B Town. I was getting a little nervous there because his first five are my first five. I said, how am I
All
going to
right.
beat him if you got my picks? Blue Jays, again, dollar sign TKO B Town. Blue Jays, Mets, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Tigers, Red Sox, Twins, Dodgers, and Mariners. There
Mhm.
you go. All right, Hawk, definitely on the rise. We just need you to miss
Yeah.
one week. Go 3-7.
Little shout out to Cal Raleigh, home run derby champ. Even if D minus said even if D minus says that he got lucky, which he definitely did in that first round. But let's keep it rolling. I'm gonna take the Marlins over the Royals, the Phillies over the Angels, the Pirates over the White Sox, the Rays over the Orioles, Tigers over the Rangers, Guardians over the A's, the Yankees over the Braves, Cubs over the Red Sox, Twins over the Rockies, and the Mariners over the Astros.
All right, you got dollar sign DMB11, Marlins, Phillies, Pirates, Rays, Tigers, Guardians, Yankees, Cubs, Twins, and Mariners. D minus asked me to read his out, so I'm going to read those. Are you ready there, young man?
Yep.
D minuses, it's dollar sign D minus 1980. Pirates, Blue Jays, Mets, Royals, Phillies, Padres, Rays, Tigers, Guardians, and Astros.
How dare you? That's the
I
only
know.
reason he wanted us to read him out
I
loud.
totally agree with you.
You saw it coming,
just-
didn't you?
He's giggling right now. Go ahead and write the sheriff's down too.
We literally swept the Detroit Tigers, and no one on this damn panel said anything about it. Okay, everyone picked against the Mariners, as you should, because Detroit's the best team in baseball. But we swept them. Cal Raleigh wins the home run derby. We're on a high right now. I need to keep this high going because we're trying to chase down these Astros in this division. They got a 4-game lead on us as of today. So,
All right, so Hawk, write these ones down too. This is the sheriff's.
okay, Sheriff.
All right. So if anything matches what you put in here, you kind of get a little nervous.
Okay,
You got the Blue Jays,
problem.
Mets, Phillies, Pirates. You know what I just noticed? We all have the Pirates.
Yeah.
Remember I said that, TKO. Padres, Guardians, Cubs, Twins, Dodgers, Astros. And he has graduated. He's not trying to spell no more. He's just he's using the
Highlighting.
old green, highlighting it on the paper now. He said,
Yeah.
"Fuck you guys. You're not making me
Yep.
spell nothing no more."
Yep, that's
Shout
the
out
best
the
way to
sheriff
go.
for finally figured it out. Yeah. See, didn't I tell you he was laughing his ass off? I told you. The only reason he said this was to let you know he wasn't fucking with your Mariners.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I like that. You know what? That lets us know that he's in good spirits, and that's what we really want from him, anyways. You know, we want him to get well soon so he can see his way to second place. Thank you, Teddy. All right, it's time. It's time to get comfortable. It's Wild Bee Wellness time. Don't fall asleep. Just get online and set up your massage today. The code is BFAM10.
Living with chronic neck, back, or shoulder pain? Do tension, headaches, and stress follow you everywhere? At Wild Bee Wellness, we specialize in results-driven massage therapy that's more than just relaxation. It's real relief. With certified neuromuscular therapy, we target the root of your pain. Most clients see up to 90% improvement within 3 to 5 sessions. Because massage isn't just a luxury, it's self-care and healthcare. Whether you're an athlete, a busy professional, or simply tired of managing your pain on your own, it's time to take your wellness seriously. Book your first session today and receive 10% off as a new client using code BFAM10. Visit www.wellbewellness.com or call us at 678-517-7178. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Wild Bee Wellness. Wild Bee Wellness, located near downtown Smyrna. Be not free, find relief, feel renewed.
Man, I don't know, man, but when she sound like that, don't you want to go get the oil and shit, like sounding all sexy and shit, the little bedroom voice and shit, like, yeah, so we get the
Man.
oil and do all that.
That's
Yeah.
hey, Kunza, that's not the type of place to go for that. Okay, you gotta go on.
Let him let him go, please. Let him go, please. I want you to go in there just with that same attitude and say, "Yeah, you got that sexy voice." Because when she puts some hands on you, and I'm not talking beating you up, when she gives you that deep tissue massage, you're gonna respect that motherfucker. I was the same way because I'm just gonna tell you, okay? Yes, she's a small Asian woman, but let me just tell you, those hands, boy, like Shannery, the owner, she might come up, and I'm not that tall. I'm 5'10". She comes up just a little bit below my chin. Okay, she's a very tiny Asian woman, but them hands are so strong, and she knows where to put them to make everything just right. And you ain't gonna be asking about her sexy voice. I promise you that. Kunta, get online because I have a couple. Get online, seriously. Go online, wildbeewellness.com and book an appointment. I got you.
I know.
You're gonna get reimbursed.
I got you.
Go on there. I really need you to go on there and come back and report to the fellas.
I will report my ass off too. You know I will.
I know. That's why I want you to do it. Tell me. I'm gonna say pause first. TKO. Don't you want him to go in there and get that massage so he can realize what the fuck's going on?
Absolutely, because I think young Lee will go ahead and wear your ass out.
I mean,
I'm staying away from that.
There's no way he's not gonna come back.
I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna set the mood. I'm like, yes,
I'll stay away from that lady.
I would like to have that deep tissue massage, please. Yeah, and go real nice and slow.
Hawk, she is gonna fuck him up. I cannot wait.
This man's gonna hit the group chat talking about how his back hurts and it's gonna hurt for a couple days. Those deep tissues hit different.
I don't like deep tissue though. I like soft, gentle. Be gentle with me. If you got soft hands, I like them soft hands to be gentle. I don't want to be rough.
No, this is deep tissue massage. She's fitting to drag you, turn you into Play-Doh. I can't wait.
I'm feeling stuff like this.
I cannot wait. NBA, thank you. As I'm sure our fans remember the top 5 from a few weeks ago when DC, that's right, this guy right here, said the number 1 landing spot for Dame Dollar was going back to Portland. Lillard signed the agreement, 3 years, $42 million contract on Thursday. What does this do for the Trailblazers? And pay attention to the date. I said 2025 for a reason. I know he's hurt. I know he might not play, but what is his value this year? TKO.
The only value I see to really Dame this year as he's recovering because he's not playing is that the team, if they are still struggling, they will get a top pick coming in next year. You got a lot of great talent coming out next year. I think that that's probably going to be the plan for them. I'm not saying they're tanking. Who's to know what they're really planning on doing? Because being realistic, it's hard to pull a free agent to Portland, and it's not about. It's just in a basketball sense, it's a small market, and a lot of guys, when you're a free agent, you want the best for your dollar, especially at your age of your career. So a lot of people don't want to go to Portland. So I just do believe that the game plan should be is get ready to go to the NBA draft next year. You could probably get one of the Boozer kids from Duke or my man from Utah, AJ. What's his name? I keep messing the name up. Going to BYU this year, but something like that is potential build up, and then also too he can be a leader because not one thing you have to be on the court to be a leader, but he also could be teaching and mentoring those young guys so to set them up next year. Because he don't need no money. I mean, he's already getting paid out for the next 5 years. So the $42 million is pretty much saying, hey, we're going to give you a little bit this year, and then you probably get $20 million over the next 2 out of that 3-year deal.
100%. Hawk, what you think?
As far as what it does for the Trailblazers, it doesn't do a damn thing except for help them sell some Damian Lillard Portland Trailblazers jerseys because he's not going to be on the court. And even if he was on the court and 100%, Portland still ain't got nobody. So what are we talking about? You know, they're not gonna be a threat for coming out of the West or any of that type of stuff. So, I do agree with what TKO was saying about drafting and getting higher picks and stuff like that. But it's just cool to have him back. I'm sure a lot of the Portland fans, are happy to have him back. But as far as what it does in the overall dynamic, it doesn't really do much except for help you sell some jerseys and tickets, and maybe not even tickets because he's not going to be on the court. But it'll help you sell some merchandise, that's for sure.
Kuta.
Well, it doesn't do a damn thing like Hawk said. Don't do a damn thing for the Trailblazers, but it did do something for his family because his kids are there, his family is there. Even though he was playing with Milwaukee, his heart was always important. So it only made sense for him to retire there. So not only that, he getting 2 checks from Portland and Milwaukee. So Dame Dollar had always been about dollar. That's how he got that name, Dame Dollar. So it always been about the money. At a certain point, Damian Lillard always, at one point, he did want to win a championship, but at this point, I guess he came to the realization that, hey, I'm not finna win, nobody finna build around me. Let's just get this money, and that's exactly what he's doing, which is nothing wrong with that. I do the same thing. So and he's rehabbing in Portland. So he's doing all his stuff in Portland. So I think it's a good thing for him. But as far as the West being stacked like that, I don't think it does nothing. Like TK says, it just it's rebuilding stages at this point. So it's a good thing for Dame Dollar to get his money. Nothing wrong with that for me.
I am chiming in with the past 2. It does absolutely nothing for 2025 unless he wants to sink some of his money into the city. I ain't saying nothing about the basketball team. Right. I don't think it's going to do anything for the team at all except for one thing, which it definitely did. It gave Chauncey Billups 2 more years because as soon as Dame got signed, Chauncey Billups' contract was extended 2 years. Funny how they both got their contracts extended at the same time. Billups and Dame have a lot of history together, and I thought Billups was on his way out. So the one thing it did for the team is it kept their coach there for another 2 years. That's the only positive thing I can see. Golf report. Here we go again. Scotty Scheffler shot a 68 round one, and then he was like, it's raining, it's windy. I'll just put 8 birdies down round 2 for his 64, and he has a 1-stroke lead over Mike Fitzpatrick. Is Scotty going to win another Open, Hawk?
Yep. We're talking about Scotty Scheffler. Yep.
Straight up, yup.
We're talking about Scotty freaking Scheffler. Yes, he is going to win.
Golf. I'm just going to tune in to see exactly where he's at right. Oh, he doesn't tee off till 10:45, so he just did. King Kunta, Scotty going to win another championship? Another Open?
I don't think so, man. I think he's had a good run. And you got a whole lot of competition out there. I mean, different people put their money on it to finish top 3, whatever. But as far as him winning everything, winning it all the way again, I don't see that. You got guys out there like old boy doing these witchcraft seance and shit, come back from 78 always. So you got anything can happen.
Oh man, I'll just let you know. Currently in the 3rd round, Fitzpatrick and Scheffler are tied at -10, both on the 4th hole. TKO, what do you think? Can Scotty win another Open, or is the witchcraft of Bryson DeChambeau going to make something happen?
I never heard of fellatio being called witchcraft, but
I mean, in some aspects it is, bro.
Go ahead, mercy. Need to find her in another life. But no, I think Scotty's going to win another Open, man. The kid's on fire. Like, you remember that game, NBA Jam? He's on fire. And
oh, dude, that was the best. He's on fire.
Yeah, man. He's red hot right now. So go out there and get him, Scotty. Go do it while you're on top, man. Killing it.
I can tell you who's not going to do it. Rory McIlroy just shot his 2nd bogey in a row after 8 holes, and he just dropped the 5th at -6. Next story up. Golf home run derby predictions. I love it when Get Money Sports people win. And we won a lot. Who will win the home run derby? Hawk and TKO said that Riley would, and by 1.3 inches, he did. I got to talk about this. I don't know the distances, but we all know in the 1st round that he beat out Rooker by, what was it, less than 3.08 feet. Do you think it was really that accurate? And did baseball want Calrelli in? Hawk, I want your opinion first.
I don't know if baseball wanted Cal Raleigh in, just because this is the thing you have to learn about the Pacific Northwest is most of the time they don't even know that we're there, and we definitely don't get our due diligence until the time has passed. And so, they say this about artists. They never appreciate artists while they're like living. It's after they die and they leave a legacy behind, and they're like, oh, I guess Van Gogh was a good artist, stuff like that. But Cal Raleigh they probably didn't care. They just love his nickname, and it is what it is. And then to touch on the other part, I don't think it's actually that accurate. I think they just wanted to make it sound like something that it wasn't. I'm sure it was close. I remember my pastor growing up, he used to go to the crowd, and he was in charge of counting the number of people that were in attendance. And he would see a group of people and he'd just wave his hand and be like, oh, that's about 20 over there. And there's like 11 people. That is going to be saved for the very next question. But, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was close, but that's just Major League Baseball trying to sound like they got all this like modern technology and stuff that they don't really have. So
So King Kunta, I'm going to give you the numbers. I just looked them up. Okay, you're going to be Brent Rooker. Okay, you hit 15 home runs. 17, and Cal Raleigh hit 17 home runs. Your longest home run was 470.54 feet. Cal Raleigh's longest home run was 470.62 feet. So you don't get to go to the next round based on 0.08 feet, which is 1.1 inches. Do you think baseball has the ability to measure a home run distance within 1.1 inches?
Because they have all this type of technologies. Even though when you see these balls, when they hit these home runs, you see the meter be going, and as the ball drop, it still be going sometimes. It's not real
Yeah.
accurate. It's
I
not
saw
real
that too.
accurate. Yeah, so you really can't say. I think it should be a certain point where the ball cuts off or the meter stops. So you tell me in all these other sports, they got precise camera action, precise everything, and you can't do that for baseball. It's like it's entertaining. That's all it is. It's entertainment. And when you get down to like the point anything, that point anything shouldn't even matter because you got room for error at that point. And I don't think that's right.
100%. 100%. I don't think Rooker should have went home. I think there should
Yeah.
have been like a 3-pitch swing off or something like that, like D minus just said. I don't think he should have been sent home, but I do believe those numbers were made up because everybody knows Raleigh was supposed to be there. He's the only one that had a personal announcer. Pat McAfee was there to say what he had to say because it was a cuss moment. We all know what Pat's there for. Teddy, here's the other thing. If a ball's coming in on this angle and it hits the back of a chair, do they measure where it hit the chair or do they finish the trajectory down to the floor? Because if it hits the chair, you're losing a good 14 to 16 inches, depending on where it hits the chair, based on trajectory out.
Yep.
Correct. And then again, you got to measure off where it hits the chair because it still hit the object. So you can't go off where it's projected to land, rather where it did land. But I do agree.
So what's the distance then? Ask me. So in other words, I hit a home run and it hits the chop house wall. In other words, it comes in like this. It's nowhere near the ground and it hits the building. Is the home run distance where it hit the building, or do you just with computers you keep the trajectory going until it hits something else? Like where do they measure when the ball stops or
where the ball actually makes impact? Because if you're saying it's like if it hit a chair, that's where the farthest it went. Because let's say the ball rolls back, then that's not a part of that swing of the hitting the ball part. So I go if it hits an object like a chair or something like that compared to where it should have projected to land. You're right, that's not the same thing. But I do think that's the problem with baseball. For someone that's not into it, if you're over here talking about inches of a distance rather than why don't they just have a way of doing like, hey, you got 30 seconds to hit the most or 10 seconds without stopping it. I don't know. But that makes it less interesting because now it's like not man on man. Now we're going off of technology, which is kind of stupid because I do agree. The ball still is traveling on screen. It's like to say this. If you have a batting percentage and you're getting on first base and you're hitting dingers, right? Does it really matter how far the dinger went if you're on first base? So if I got to first base to go, I don't care how far I went to get there. I'm still on first base, and that's where I see a home run. If they're hitting a home run, that's all they're doing. That's like when they used to hit in that ballpark in San Francisco, and it goes out to the water. How you going to measure the water distance from the home base? Like when they smack it in McCovey Cove, how can you measure that?
Facts.
Stupid.
I still get to say, I'm going to ask. I have some friends in MLB statistician stuff. They got some kind of title. I have some friends. I'm going to ask that question. How do they measure the stop point of a home run?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask that. So back to our predictions. Who will win the home run derby? The Hawk and TKO. Congratulations. You did pick the winner. Who will hit the longest home run? Well, O'Neal Cruz hit one 513. And when I say I saw it, I was outside the stadium. I physically saw it. It went directly over my head from where I was sitting. It was a damn missile. 513. Nobody had that one. I'm surprised. James Wood was very disappointing. I'm sorry. I thought he'd be a lot bigger. Who will hit the least amount of home runs? What's that?
Do you think they have a different ball in the home run derby than the regular game?
I actually have one of the T-Mobile pink balls. Those are the bonus balls. I have one, and we're gonna do something down the road with it. I'm
Okay.
waiting. I ordered another baseball so I can have a real baseball and that, and we're gonna do some side by sides, and it's already in the process. So it's definitely a little bit bigger. I can tell you that. And by holding it, it's definitely a little softer. But I don't know how many times it got hit. You know, that's the thing. When you hit a ball, especially a home run hit, it's going to change a little bit of the density of the ball.
They swap the balls out? They don't swap the balls out, do we?
Yeah,
They
but they
don't-
had
I mean-
practice.
Oh, okay. So they don't put them back in rotation. That's what I'm saying. Because you're
Right.
saying it's been hit a couple of times.
You
So
really, as a batter, you really don't want a fresh ball. A fresh ball is not going to travel near as far as a ball that's been hit a couple times. Like when they do warm ups, those are old balls. That's why they're flying so far. It's like a confidence thing. Old balls fly further than new balls.
I didn't know.
Pause.
Didn't know that.
Who will hit the least amount of home runs? Shout out to DC and the Hawk for staying true to the Yankee hate Yankee pride thing. We both picked Chaz Chisholm, and he went up there and shit the bed. He had 3
Yep.
home runs. 3
Yep.
home runs, man. Chaz Chisholm.
Trash.
Trash. And then shout out to the sheriff. We all tried to predict what place Charles Barkley was going to finish in the weekend charity tournament. Charles, you came out so strong, man. I thought I was really going to get this one, but the sheriff said he was going to finish in 69th place, and that's exactly where he finished. Sheriff hit it dead center on the nose. Kuta was in second at 62, 62nd place. I got to show this video. We got to talk about the home run derby because Rob Manfred finally, after implanting what happens in the case of a tie, got his way and got his home run derby wishes. But I just want to show Kyle Schwarber. If you want to, you got all your boys there, and they say there's no pressure. It's all for fun. I call bullshit. If you're a home run hitter and you're going up there, and if you knock 3 out, your team, the National League, has the World Series advantage for home run. And all your boys are there. All your boys are there, and you go up there and do this.
Home runs his whole career. You go back to the 5 home runs he hit as a rookie for the Cubs in the postseason. Schwarber in the air to center field, headed towards the wall, and to dead center. That's huge.
He didn't even use right field.
League. They're within 1. Oh, Schwarber's in the All-Star game. Oh, tied at 3.
That's MVP material if he gets the 3rd one right here.
AL rallied in the game. NL has rallied in the swing.
From my knee.
Trick. Look out, Chop House. National League takes the lead 4-3.
Unbelievable.
And let's do a shout out to Aaron Boone right here for not having Aaron Judge in his home run derby. You could pick anybody in the American League, and you picked a guy that has 9 home runs this year, never been in a home run derby ever, never been in an All-Star game from the Rays. And of course, we all know he went 0 for 3 with 1 ball that barely hit the bottom of the wall. Hawk, analyze home run derby. What'd you get from it?
All-Star game or the home run derby? Are we specifically talking about that last?
Excuse me. We're talking about the All-Star game, home run derby, both of them together.
Okay.
What did you take from all of it?
Yeah, I like that they did that because in years past, managers have kind of been in like a tough spot because you still got the second half to play, so you don't want to wear out your entire bullpen and stuff like that. And so, I guess it was cool, but by no means do I want to see this in regular baseball. That's the main thing that I took away from it is if a game's tied, I do not ever want to see this in regular baseball where games matter. Because that's not the sport. It's the same reason I hate shootouts in hockey. It's the same reason I hate the overtime penalty kicks in soccer. It's not the sport. I don't like it. It would be the same as if if they were like two NFL teams were tied at the end of regulation and they're like, oh, well, let's just see who can throw the football the farthest. That's stupid. That's not the game. And so I just don't want to see it in like baseball, but for an all-star setting, I'm cool with it. Let it be what it is. And it was fun. And like you said, Manfred got his way and that's what he wanted. So cool.
Oh, 100%, because we all know for a fact that little swing, butt swing, that was not a fair ball by any means.
Yes.
Kunta, what did you get out of the All-Star Weekend?
I mean, it was entertaining. It was more than what I expected. Far as because I was like in and out of it, and it got to the end. I kind of stayed focused. So it was a little bit. I think it was better than last year. To be honest with you, it was a little bit more competitive. Seems like all the teams had fun. So it was nice to watch that. So it was pretty much entertaining to me.
So I want to go over this lineup here with TKO before he goes on his turn here. So the National League had Dave Roberts as the coach, and the American League had Aaron Boone as their coach. And the rules said they could pick anybody off the bench they wanted to. They need to pick 3 people. So the National League, he picks Kyle. I think it's Kyle Stowers, Kyle Schwarber, and Pete Alonso, all huge home run hitters. Aaron Boone sends up Rooker from the A's, who went 2 for 3. Arozarena from
the Mariners.
Hawk. The Mariners.
He's on the Mariners.
Who went 1 for 3. Yeah, who went 1 for 3. And then Aranda from Tampa Bay, who went 0 for 3. Why wouldn't you have? I mean, with that bench, shouldn't he have picked Judge?
I look at it. Yeah, without question. I mean, it's the All-Star game, so I don't understand why would he not pick the All-Stars that people will recognize and, again, actually have people like me viewing the sport. I just say that I think in the All-Star setting, it is exciting. I agree with that. I also would not want to see that in the regular game. That would be kind of stupid. The only thing that is kind of weird to me is just why they're throwing it so slow. And I get it. It's a home run. You want to see the hit. But realistically, throw the ball with some type of velocity on it. Like, I want to see him 3 strikes, you miss type of thing. Like, don't throw it, lobbing the ball at 65 miles per hour for him to smack it out the park. I mean, that's boring to me. If it's like, go get a real pitcher and get him behind there and throw it hard as hell and see what happens. Like, I want to see that of a challenge, not you just lobbing the ball there like a softball throw to see how hard it can hit it. I think that's stupid.
Somebody has mentioned that before. Like, let me ask you that question on that. I'll ask you the question on that part. Do you want to see someone's dad throwing pitches to them at the home run derby?
No, that's what I'm going with. Exactly. Yeah. I just think that's lame. Like, why are we getting the third baseman coach to just sit there and just lob the ball to him? I'm like, he's not even playing. Put the actual player in and make them throw the ball. I just don't. Home run derby, yes, not this type in the All-Star game determining who's going to have home field advantage in the World Series. That's a layup. I don't like that.
Coach, go ahead.
So on that, alluding to what TK say about the velocity of the ball, it's my understanding that it's way harder to hit a ball moving slow in real-time games versus the fastball. So if it's a fastball, it would make it easier for them to slap home runs versus a slow ball. That's my understanding. And I watched my brother play baseball a lot, and I always hear him say that. So I think that's why they throwing the ball slow, because if they throw it fast, everybody be slapping home runs. It'd be like nonstop. So it just.
And the other thing is, all those pitchers that come out there, the hitters let them know how far to hit. Like if you watched the Arozarena when he did get in the box, when his pitcher threw the pitch, he was like a little higher, a little lower. If he's telling him where he wants to come, and a lot of batters won't play in the home run derby, mainly because it fucks up their swing. They're used to hitting 100-mile, 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, and these are coming in at 60, 70, 80, and it messes up your timing before you get back to the game.
Right.
And that's what Matt Olson said. Like, if you watch Matt Olson when he played his home run derby, he said it took me so long to get in the rhythm of hitting that, and I didn't catch my hot streak till late.
Didn't know
It's
that.
pretty cool.
So, that's one of the things, right? It's
Yeah.
like you know, the better it is for you when you find out. Because I had no idea.
I mean, the home run derby for me has always been an entertainment thing. I never took it as like these are the guys that hit the best home runs or the most home runs during the year. Otherwise, why wasn't Mike Trout there? Let's just be honest. Mike Trout should have been there for sure. He's healthy. Why couldn't he come there and hit home runs? He's not coming there. He won't play those things because he said, I'm not fucking my swing up. You got to be crazy. It takes too long to make this perfection. We're going to go to our last segment here. It's called I'm Just Saying. Brother Kunta made that up. You know that. Brought to you by One Condoms. This segment is sponsored by One Condoms. They have 10 lengths, 9 girths, and over 60 sizes available. Download the Fit Kit from the website. Make sure it fits your shit right. TKO. Today you are first. I'm just saying what?
I'm just saying today is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, and ready to do some wrestling today out there at Eaton. I guess you would call that my second city when it comes to wrestling. There's some good people out there that love and support me. And I'll be in a 6-man Golden Briefcase Challenge tonight. So it's going to be exciting, going to be fun. I haven't been in something with those type of stakes in line. However, hey, 5 other fools to get dropped today. It's just fine with me. But anyway, I would just like to say I hope everybody has a good weekend. Here in North Carolina, the past several weekends, there's been a lot of flooding going on and people trying to recover from that. So I would say if you can send some prayers and thoughts out to people around here, in, especially in Alamance County in North Carolina, as they're trying to, again, rebuild their lives after a lot of flood that's been going on. But, yeah, man, other than that, I'm ready to fight today. A little excited. See what happens with Shakes, man. But let's just say thank you, guys. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, you're not coming on here and saying you're in a golden briefcase thing, and we're not going to ask fucking questions what's going on. What's the rules?
Same as me. I don't know either. So we're
that's badass.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, this is the inside look at wrestling. Like, he's going to a match called the Golden Briefcase Match and has no clue what it's about and is excited about doing it.
Right.
That just screams wrestling. I love that. Wait, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. Hawk, what are you just saying today?
Today's going to be really quick. All I'm saying is the MLB trade deadline is approaching. The AL West is having a fairly weak year. There's not really like a big front runner. The Astros aren't what they used to be. All I'm saying is Mariners, go do something. Get some pieces, whatever you need. Turn this thing in so we can get a playoff run going. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying today.
That was very borderline depending. I've been there before. I recognized it. What am I just saying today? You all know I'm a Braves fan. And most people know I'm a huge Chipper Jones fan until right now. I'm just saying. Chipper Jones after the All-Star, Chipper Jones after the All-Star Futures game was asked during an interview about what his future plans were, and he expressed interest in managing the Atlanta Braves. Bro, stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. He mentioned that he had 3 children at home and 7 in total. He thought that he had too much time at home still, but he would be interested in the future of coaching the Atlanta Braves. Bro, please, 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 please. I love seeing the announcer booth. I love hearing you talk. You are not a manager, bro. Please stay in your lane. I'm just saying. King Kuta, what are you just saying today? Wrap it up.
Okay, what I'm just saying today, I'm more so like, even though I be talking shit a lot, I'm also about helping people, and it just pains me to see how the USA is set to destroy 500 tons of food, taxpayer food, might I add. It's like it's projected to feed 1.9 million people a day for a whole week. That's how much food that's sitting in the warehouse in Dubai. And the food is set to expire at the end of July. And Trump has given an order or considering like burning the food because it's finna go out of date at the expense of taxpayer money, which is average $100,000 to burn that food. It just pains me to see like people starving, homeless. We can't take care of people in our own country right now, in our own United States. We can't do that, but the only thing we can think of is to burn food. And I think that's real inhumane to me in my sense. Like that's a no-brainer. It's already paid for by the taxpayers' money. You should have been already, you knew this food's gonna expire in like by the end of July. So the 1st of July, all this food should have came back to the United States to take care of home first. It doesn't make sense to me, and I know it doesn't make sense to you. I'm just saying.
Set the world in motion for this smashing graduation. Tonight is the night.